What's poppin', what's Gucci guys? If you are new to the channel, welcome. If you're a subscriber, welcome back. Today I am visiting the Tesla Killer. It's been out for a couple of weeks or even months now, and the store opened a couple of weeks ago as well. So I figured, why not go check it out, see what it's all about. It's supposed to be a Tesla Killer somehow. It's gotta be good, or I don't know. It's gotta be comparable, right? Anyways, I'm very excited to see the car. It's supposed to start off at like $69,000 all the way up to like $160,000. It's targeted to more, I guess, the people who are in the luxury market. So that's not me, unfortunately, but still excited to check it out. Anyways, I will see you guys there. What's up, y'all? I just got to Valley Fair and look how good my car looks. Just sitting there by itself, it looks so good, and then all of that is like completely empty. So after I'm done with Lucid Motors, I might take my car down there and just take some like thumbnails or background photos. I don't know. It's just a really rare opportunity to take garage pictures. Anyways, I think Lucid Motors is on floor number 1, so I'm heading there right now. I should probably look at a directory on where I'm going because I'm just walking around and I have no clue. So usually Ashley is with me to make these kind of videos because she's the more logical one, whereas I'm just like, let's go with the flow. Here is the directory. Let's take a look. Alright, y'all, so here I have with me the Lucid Air Dream, Lucid Air. It's supposed to come out very, very soon, but just first impressions, it looks pretty good. Like, I didn't expect it to look this good in person. Maybe it's because it's like all polished and everything, but just take a look right here. Everything looks super glossy. It really reminds me of like a true luxury car, just looking at it from the outside. And I'm just peeking at the inside right now. Are you guys ready? It looks amazing. Let's check out the outside first before I take you guys inside. So let's just go around the car. Okay, so what I noticed about this trunk or this frunk is that it's huge compared to my Model 3. And even like the Model S and X, this trunk goes deep and it's wide. Just to look at this, I think in the Model 3 it's more like from the center to like right here to right here. Whereas this one you have extra storage component right here in case you want to put anything small. And then this is a duffel bag right here, like a true duffel bag, and it goes really deep. So you can literally put all of your gym equipment or like even a suitcase in here. And again, it's the same on the other side as well. And then if you don't need all the extra storage, this flap, I believe, folds out. I don't really know how to do it. Oh, there you go. So if you don't need all of the extra storage, you can just put it as is, and it looks more flush that way. But look at that. That is true storage right there. Another difference I noticed was that the charge port is actually in the front here instead of the back like Teslas are. It's going to be in the front right here, so I'm assuming you would just pull up rather than backing into the charging stalls. I mean, I'm sure they're going to have charging stalls that go either way eventually in the future, but at the moment, I think you just pull up to it and then you would charge right here. I can't open it right now because I think you have to access it from the inside. And then just like the Teslas as well, it's a flush door handle, which I really appreciate. I'm not sure if they like fold out. Let's find out. Oh, so you press on it, it folds up, and then you can open it that way. Oh, and the doors are automatic, so that's pretty cool. All right, this car is a prototype, and I just tried closing the door from the inside. I think they're trying to keep it touchless, but it was just like fluttering around. My fault. But just circling around the back here, here's the trunk where you see LED lighting, the license plate obviously. And then what I really like about it is the lights here. It's like a whole light bar. I think originally I didn't really like that, but just taking a look at it in person, it actually looks pretty good. And then you also have some, I think, reflectors or LEDs right here. Obviously you have the sensors for when you back up close to things. There's 4 sensors in the back from what I can notice. And then the trunk itself, it doesn't look like you can access it from like the top. I think you have to really like shove everything in. So, you know, everything's kind of dark right now, so it's kind of hard to see like how far it can actually go back. But yeah, like I said earlier, I don't know how easy it is to put storage in the back because, you know, like the trunk is like this right now, so it's kind of hard to put all your groceries without having to really duck under here to put stuff in. But I can imagine there is a ton of storage, just like the front. So I like how all these compartments are hidden, so in case you don't ever need to use them, you can just close them back up and it looks more flush, more clean. That way everything's out of your sight. So I guess I can really appreciate that about this car. Oh, and right here I noticed there's 2 cameras instead of just 1. I wonder why that's the case. Maybe it's supposed to help full self-driving technology or whatever their full self-driving technology is called. So let's take one more look around the car real quick and then take a look inside.
We are engineered, designed, everything here in California. Done with those.
All right, I think they said not to go inside the car, so I'm just kind of kneeling down by the door right now. But as you can see, the doors here are all wooden. And then what's really cool about these doors is that it closes automatically. So you just have to like pull this little thing back a little bit and then the door closes by itself. So I'm assuming when you're sitting inside the car, you don't have to like pull and slam the door, which is kind of hard because you would have to do it here. You would just have to like pull the car this way or pull the door this way. But what's really luxurious about this door is this. So again, if you pull it back, the door will close, but I'm not gonna do that right now because I don't know, it was bugging on me earlier, so let's just not touch that. Aside from that, you have a nice Alcantara panel right here, which again, if you don't know me, I love Alcantara. And then you have suede right here, so very, very beautiful. And then you have some vents right here in case it ever gets foggy inside the car. And then just taking a look at the seats here, it doesn't look like the comfiest, although it might be. There is some really nice back support right here. I don't like how it's separated though from the top to the bottom. Just kind of awkward to me, but eventually they're gonna create more cars, right? And there's gonna be more designs. So I'm not really too worried about that. I still like how they put suede all over. I think this material is suede. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it goes all throughout here. So instead of like a plastic piece, it's more suede. It's more luxurious that way, which is, I guess it could justify being a more expensive price point because of that. And then not to mention also the LED lightings. I'm sure you guys have noticed already. There's LED lighting like pretty much all throughout the car. So from the floors to the sides, same thing for the driver's side as well. And then instead of just one touchscreen in the middle, like my Model 3, it has a touchscreen a little bit more below, and then you have the entire speedometer and everything up there for the driver to easily view. And at first glance, it actually looks kind of refreshing. It looks kind of, I don't know, it looks new and old at the same time. So I guess it's just something that you have to get used to if you're coming from a Tesla. All right, let's go over the back seats real quick. So in the back seat right there, I'm not sure if you guys can see that. Let me try to zoom in. There is a touchscreen, so it allows you to control your temperature from the back, which is really, really cool. And then you also have extra storage space right here in case you have any magazines or something for your passengers. Who reads magazines nowadays? I don't know, but it's there if you need them or if you want to put like any papers into them. Aside from that, you have the same LED lightings throughout the doors, and then the same kind of engagements button, I would say. If you want to automatically close the door, you can just pull it back and then it'll close the door. I would demo it for you guys, but it's a prototype and I don't want to ruin anything. Alright y'all, so I just left Lucid Motors back there, talked to some really cool dudes. Didn't get their name exactly, but turns out one of them also used to work at Tesla. So it's just kind of amazing to see where people have gone ever since leaving Tesla. So now they're at Lucid Motors. I actually have 2 more buddies that work here as well. So it's just really cool to see the EV world developing. But overall, I would say that I'm super impressed with Lucid Motors right now, just from everything that I've seen. Even though it's a prototype, I'm very excited to see what else the car has to offer. There were some features on the car that they weren't able to explain just because they weren't aware of like what they did yet. Because eventually they're going to be revealing more features in the car that we don't even know about right now. So that's super cool for them. I'm very excited for Lucid Motors. I think it's going to be a great turnout once the cars are really starting to like show up on the road. And who knows, maybe eventually in the future I might get one myself if that ever happens. Like, I don't know. My goal right now is to get a performance Model 3, but who knows, in the future it might change. You never know what can happen in like 5 years, right? But yeah, just comparing it to my Tesla Model 3 and even like the Tesla Model S, the Model X, I think the luxury feature is quite similar. Obviously there's going to be extra bells and whistles on this car that the Tesla Model 3 and all the lineups, the Tesla lineups don't have, but that's completely normal because they're targeting a different market. Lucid Motors is targeting more of a luxury market, whereas Tesla, they're trying to portray their cars, or they're trying to distribute the cars to everybody. So it doesn't matter what your economic status is. You can be someone who makes $50,000, you can be somebody who makes $1 million. They make cars that are available to everyone. Whereas Lucid Motors, you might have to work a little bit harder to afford one of those, but hey, props to them for targeting a different market. Anyways, you guys, I don't know how long this video was, but either way, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe down below. Also, make sure to turn on the notification bell in case you want to stay tuned for future videos. But as always, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.